Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Living the Sweet Life. I'm your host TJ Sweet, and on this podcast I'll talk about ways that will help you live with intention, reshape your mindset, and look at the world through a grateful lens. So first off, I want to say Happy New Year. I hope all of you have an incredible 2024 and that you have great health and great things that happen for you and your family. And I just hope it's a year that reignites that fire and that spirit in your heart that gives you this sense of hope and optimism and helps you maybe reframe your perspective of the world and helps you think about the world a little differently. And my hope is to play a part in that like I have for the past few years. So first, I want to express my gratitude and thanks to all of you for supporting me and for encouraging me and reaching out to me to ask me questions about these episodes. It makes me want to be better for all of you. So I promise big things are coming in 2024 for this podcast, for the website, and for the business, and for being able to reach out to new people. And I just look forward to pouring into you in new ways. And there'll be more books coming in 2024 and 2025. So look out for those as well. I'm just super excited to take advantage of every opportunity that I'm getting right now in this amazing life that I get to have. And I just appreciate all of you. And to the people that I'm the most grateful for, this is for you. And I appreciate you all tremendously. And, let's make 2024 one of the best years yet. So I want to start off, obviously, piggybacking on that original statement about New Year's is really just kind of pouring into a little bit more around how do you make 2024 a great year instead of just hope it's a great year. And, I'm really honestly excited to be here on this New Year's Day with you to kind of be with you probably when you're at your most optimistic and maybe the most goal oriented, that you start this year with this idea of making it a great year. And so, really 2024 and the beginning of the year is one of the first things that I suggest is really just kind of using this time for reflection and maybe some gratitude, but obviously setting some intention. You can talk about them being goals or resolutions, whatever word you want to use, whatever word doesn't trigger you, but thinking about setting intentions for the year. And so today I want to kind of talk a lot about kind of how to ignite that spark inside of you and, kind of push past some of those self-limiting beliefs and some of those boundaries, maybe those barriers that you even put in your own way. And, how to move past the sense of being comfortable and maybe how to be comfortable being uncomfortable. But really, the goal is to embrace the limitless possibilities that you have in your life, that this New Year's brings, right? And we all have some of this new energy and this new spirit as we work through things and as we kind of set our intentions. And people talk about what are your goals and posting all over social media. And the first thing I want to say is don't get caught up in comparing your goals to somebody else's. They're their goals, not yours. If your goal is quote unquote simple, good for you. If your goal is complex and it makes you nervous, wondering how you're going to accomplish that, good for you. But don't judge somebody else's goal and don't judge your goal against somebody else's goal. So, I want to kind of share a personal story with you around how somebody came into my life as a trainer. In my life, it was more of a fitness trainer, but he actually trained my mind more than he trained my body, of which is kind of the transformation that brings us here today. So I kind of found myself in a crossroads back in, it was probably 12 years ago now. And, I kind of felt stuck and unfulfilled and yearning for this always something more. And this kind of anxiousness about what is to come and how's it going to happen and what is my place and what is my purpose. And just, I was kind of edgy and not really having a clear sense of purpose and, not having a sense of fulfillment or gratitude really at all in my life. There was that sense of gratitude and a sense of obligation, or maybe, because I had so much in my life, but it wasn't in here. It wasn't in here, but it was coming out of my mouth because I should say it, because looking at my life was pretty good compared to others. But I never really had a sense of what that meant. And again, like we've talked about many times, this sense of gratitude, sometimes we need it to be thrown into our lives in a way that it just gets our attention. And mine, it smacked me right in the face. And I needed that. And so I had a coach that believed enough in me that he trusted, that he could be honest with me about how I was thinking and how I was behaving. And so, I had a coach that really kind of introduced me to gratitude and made me aware of my mindset. And, his name's Scott Schutte. He's a fantastic trainer. He has a great coaching and training business that he has as well. So look him up, Scott Schutte. And he has a gym in Columbia, Missouri, but he also has a business and a training program for trainers as well. But I guarantee you it's transformative, the work he's doing. And I can speak firsthand. But really what he did for me was he introduced me to my mindset. He made me aware of it for the first time. So sure, maybe self-awareness in the moment, but he shared how gratitude and journaling had transformed his life. And so he shared how some of these things transformed his perspective, his training, his business, but also how he benefited from journaling and goal setting with intention, but also discipline and purpose and focus that helped him achieve some incredible things in his life. And, his success as a trainer, the gym that he opened, is what transformed my life. So if you're wondering how much of an impact you can have on people's lives, one, just going for what you want, but then also maybe the thing that you want could also then transform even more lives. So your goals and your dreams may be the multiplier that you're searching for. So one of the things that really kind of transformed my life was he shared some life lessons with me. So I didn't make some of the same mistakes that he was making. And so he related to me in that way, but he also showed me some things that were really effective for him. And then we worked together on how to make those things effective for me. And we didn't keep doing it and forcing it. There were some times where we did because we knew it worked. I just needed to be more disciplined, right? And he taught me a lot about being more consistent. So he talked a lot about being focused on consistency instead of intensity. Because before I met him, I was really focused and really committed for a short period of time, and then I made great strides towards my goals, but my mindset was fragile. I had a mindset that was focused on if I didn't accomplish my goal, then I was a failure. I didn't even pay attention to what I was learning and who I was becoming along the way. And so what he really did with me is he introduced me to gratitude. He called out my perspective, offered a new reframe perspective that would actually help me and transform the rest of my life and how I think about things. But he also helped me set a goal for practicing gratitude and journaling. And it's not comfortable in the beginning, but I also wasn't comfortable where I was. So I had to choose my uncomfortable. Right. And so I knew that if I kept on the same path I was on, I pretty much could guarantee the outcome I was going to get. But if I trusted him enough to go down the path that he was leading me down, I had hope because I saw his success and I saw how he was doing it. And not that I was comparing myself to him, but I saw him as a mentor. I saw him as, somebody that showed me the way. And so he helped me find true happiness inside while I was on my journey. And, I used to feel stuck and I couldn't really cultivate this lasting change in my life. Again, I was kind of on the yo-yo cycle of things. I'd do something, pretty intense for about 3 months. And then if I didn't see the outcome I wanted, I just gave up because I didn't find the purpose in it. And, I just kind of went through this loop over and over and over again in different things in my life. I've been in the best shape of my life to the worst shape of my life in this yo-yoing back and forth because I didn't really apply purpose to it. But he taught me that. But working with him as a coach didn't really change my life. It completely transformed it. And he transformed it in a way that it's for the rest of my life. I don't know how to go back to the other person, to go back to thinking the way that I used to back then. And, like we've always talked about, everything affects everything else. And so because of this coach, because of my time with him as a trainer, when he was my trainer, while I was working out with him, he was teaching me more about my mindset than I was even doing with my body. And, because obviously your mind is so strong and we rarely spend time focusing on it. But he helped me understand that focusing on my mind is actually what was going to help me get to where I wanted to be physically, in my career, in my relationships, and in every aspect of my life. So because of this trainer, because of this coach, because of Scott, I'm a better leader. I'm a better brother. I'm a better son. I'm a better coach, and I'm a better speaker. And really just simply, I'm a better person because of the time I spent learning from him. And so this is why I do what I do, is I'm returning back what he's given to me, and I'm trying to return this back to the rest of the world. And we're still in touch these days, and we still talk all the time. And, there's such this great respect back and forth because I've recognized how he's impacted my life, but yet he's allowed me to come back and share some examples of different things. And we continue to challenge each other and grow. And so I'm extremely grateful for him. But really, it's this kind of understanding that I started to see training and coaching differently because of him. And so coaching transformed my entire life. And it actually is the inspiration behind the books I've written, behind speaking, behind the purpose, behind different things. But he introduced me to things that then I implemented in my life that allowed me to transform. So he opened me up for transformation. But it's actually what inspires me to be a speaker, to host this podcast, to be a coach. And, I've witnessed incredible transformations with the people I've been able to work with, and, the lives of the people that I've been able to speak to, and how it's transformed their relationships, their career, their self-esteem, their self-worth, just who they are as a person. But really, that's my inspiration to be the catalyst for positive change in as many lives as possible. I want to reach lives all over the world. And through this podcast, I get to, this podcast is listened to in over 10 different countries. And that inspires me to go bigger and to reach more and to pour more, pour more into what I'm reading and learning and networking, and just trying to find a way to get on bigger stages and bigger opportunities to share this message. So let's dive in real quick with you. There's a little longer episode than normal, but I wanted to share some of my own personal story. But I want to give you 3 quick things that's going to help you make 2024 a great year. Now, remember, life's going to happen. I'm not saying if you follow these things, life will be perfect. But what I'm saying is these steps I'm going to share with you will help you along the way. Life could be bumpy, but as long as you're prepared for the bump, you'll be able to handle the adversity and it won't derail you from the path that you want to be on. But I'll just tell you, it simply starts with a mindset shift and the willingness to invest in yourself. You have to be willing to spend some time improving yourself in a way that is out of a desire, out of courage, out of bravery, not out of hate. If you hate where a certain chapter of your life is or a certain aspect of your life, reframe it. Why do you want to change it? Is it because you hate it, or because you love yourself and you love the other people around you, so you want to be better? Come from a place of love and kindness, not regret and shame. And so whether you're looking to achieve career goals, maybe improve or enhance the relationships that you're in, or really find your purpose, sometimes a coach can be the key to unlocking your full potential. And listening to a podcast like this can lead to another thing that you're going to listen to, or maybe you're going to read. So just be present and be aware and be open to the process of growth and changing. So the first part I want to talk about to kind of get you going for your for 2024. Again, I know your time is precious, so we will run through these with intention so that you can absorb them and use them. So the first thing is setting intentions. You can call them setting goals or resolutions, but most people are triggered by both of those words. So think about setting intentions for the year. What do you intend to do? And then attach purpose. So first and foremost, set time. Set aside time to write down your goals. Write down your intentions for the year ahead. What do you want to achieve? What areas of your life do you want to improve? And setting these intentions will provide you with a roadmap to guide your actions and your decisions throughout the year. So your intentions are going to lead to your mindset, and your mindset's going to lead to your behaviors. So I want you to want what you want unapologetically. Start with believing it's possible for yourself. Embrace the courage that is going to be required to make some of these changes. Focus on why you have the desire today. Why is it today? Why was it yesterday? What is that thing that you're thinking about? Why do you have that desire on your heart and on your mind? Set the intentions and share them with people. Share them with somebody that you trust, or share them with a coach. You can also share this with some of your best friends and just have this be normal conversation, because you'll find out that maybe your best friends are your biggest cheerleaders. And having people come along with you to support you and challenge you and celebrate with you and embrace things with you could actually be the one catalyst you've been missing. So don't be shy about what you want. Be bold, be courageous. Now, the second step. So first step is setting intention. The second step is about embracing change. People don't like the word change. It's just a word that we've associated to past situations that have maybe not gone as we wanted to. Change can be intimidating. I get it. But it's often the catalyst for growth. Again, change is the catalyst for growth. So embrace change with an open heart and a positive mindset. It's through challenges that we discover our strengths and we find resilience. Remember, every setback is a setup for a comeback. Okay? The change that we have in our lives cultivates growth. We rarely move from something if we're not uncomfortable. So change cultivates growth. But I want you to prepare for the changes. Going along on your plan and just preparing on everything that you want and not having a plan for things that aren't going to go the way that they normally go. So think about the barriers. And this is one thing that I do, and I create worksheets for my clients to kind of work through. But I talk about what goal do you have and what barriers can you foresee now so that you can create a plan so that you don't become derailed when they show up. But you got to have those. That's part of your plan. It's not just what you want. It's what you're willing to do to get what you want. And so focus on being consistent, like I've talked about earlier. It's not just doing it for 21 days. It's not just doing it for 3 months. This is a year-long intention. So what can you commit to for 365 days, but also be willing to be agile and adjust based on your life? This is not this heavy burden you're carrying. It's actually something incredible that's with you all the time. And so changing your mindset turns to transforming your mindset when you see the change as an opportunity in your life that is rooted in purpose instead of some of these goals that are seen as obligations that are rooted in regret. Don't try to undo last year. Try to do more this year. Now, the third piece I want to talk about is something we talk about on every episode, and people ask me, why do I talk about it so often? When it's the most significant portion of my life, and it is a pillar in my life, I share this with people all over the world, and I watch people who get transformed in the moment. It brings them to tears, it makes them smile, it makes them think, and then it really cultivates lasting change. And so I don't know everybody's habits that listens to these podcasts and reads my books. But what I can tell you is we can't hear the message of gratitude enough. We're in a different place each day. We're a new person each day. So cultivating gratitude in this is the third piece that I want to talk about. So setting intentions, then being comfortable with embracing change, and then cultivating gratitude. So gratitude is the most powerful transformative force that can be present in your life. If you allow it, if you embrace that change, if you stop on telling yourself that you practice gratitude for 21 days and it didn't work for you, get away from the thought of it being a habit and get it into your brain and your heart as it's a way of life. Take a moment each day to think about the things and reflect on the things that you're the most grateful for, and even the people you're the most grateful for. I'm sure most of you probably ride in the car at some point. Think about those people then. Or maybe while you're on your lunch break, or maybe whenever you're brushing your teeth, maybe when you're going to bed, whatever it is, find a moment and just relax your shoulders and lift your chin and think about the people you're the most grateful for. The thoughts that I have and the emotions that I get when I think about the people I'm the most grateful for is what makes me excited to wake up every single day. It makes me never need coffee, always have energy, because there's so much I want to do and become and be for the people in this world that I get to be sharing this life with. And so this simple practice of gratitude can shift your focus from what's lacking in your life to the abundance that surrounds you. So living with a mindset of abundance will improve your confidence, your certainty, of which I'm sure we all probably need a little bit more of that these days, but it'll transform your relationships. but it also changes, transforms how you view yourself and how you view the world. Instead of looking at the world and looking at yourself of what it's not, gratitude in the shift going from lack to abundance helps you see everything that is, and then also makes you not want to settle for less. It's not, this gratitude mindset is not about just settling for whatever you get or for whatever you have. It's about embracing what you have, but also knowing that you deserve more and that you can have more. But it's important to never settle. Never settle for anything in your life. If you have a desire for more and you feel that tension of wanting more, pursue that. Pursue that with love and kindness and joy in your heart, because that is what's going to inspire other people and inspire yourself, because that is the nudge that the universe is giving back to you. That the things that you're the most grateful for are oftentimes the things that are the most important to you. So, as I kind of run through all these episodes, if you're listening to this and thinking that you want more guidance and support in 2024 and you want to make it a breakthrough year for yourself, then consider working with a coach. Doesn't have to be me. There's a lot of coaches out there. There's a lot of great people doing a lot of great things for people. So I just encourage you not to keep doing what you've always done and hoping for a different result. You can reach out to me, but really, as a life coach and as a speaker, my mission is really to empower people, empower individuals like yourself to fulfill their full potential. And if you're ready to invest in yourself and break through some of those self-limiting beliefs and create lasting change, I invite you to reach out and explore some of the possibilities of what this may mean for you. And so I know together we can make 2024 the year that transforms your dreams into a reality. Now, can you do it yourself? I'm going to tell you yes. My goal as a coach is to work with you for as long as it takes for you to realize that you don't need a coach. I don't want to coach you for the rest of your life. You don't need that. That's not an effective coach. I want to be with you as a support system for the rest of your life, but I want you to know that you have the tools and resources, and sometimes it just takes a coach moving some things out of the way for you to see what you're capable of. So thank you for your support. Thank you for listening to this podcast and for buying the books and for embracing these messages. Just remember the power to live this extraordinary life that you're thinking about these days. It lies within you. Sometimes we just have to move some of those other things out of the way that are preventing us from seeing what we're capable of. And so, embrace the journey, believe in yourself, and make 2024 an incredible year of unstoppable growth and success for yourself. And remember the people that you get to live life with, and just know that you get to choose your circle, and you always have the power and the choice to live with intention, reshape your mindset, and look at the world through a grateful lens. That wraps up this episode. If you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button so you get these episodes that come out every Monday. Great things are coming in 2024. More and new content's coming for all of you. And if you want to reach out to me, you can message me through any of your podcasting apps, but you can go to my website at tjsweet.net and you can message me there. You also get a life assessment. As soon as you get to that website, you get a free life assessment so to kind of help you measure where you are so that you can then determine where you want to be and then start taking some steps. I would love to help you make 2024 a great year. So reach out to me if you are interested in coaching, even if you just want to have a discussion about what this means to have a coach. Please connect with me. I would love to reach out to you. And you can email me at tj@tjsweet.net as well. So I wish you a happy, happy new year, and to all the success and all the great things and great health for you in 2024. Until the next episode, never stop.